Today we take a look at the art club.
We get to look into RYLA.
And we look a little into the struggles of making a good video. Hey everyone, I'm Hunter. Also on the show, Day of Silence is today.
And I'm Jacob, and welcome to another episode of JDTV News.
Hey Jacob, where's Marshall?
He's in Fairbanks for RYLA.
Oh yeah. Do you want to tell the lovely audience what RYLA is?
Absolutely. This weekend, 5 students from the Juneau School District are in Fairbanks for the Rotary Youth Leadership Award. RYLA is a leadership, citizenship, and personal growth training for sophomores and juniors to learn about their own qualities as a leader. Through various activities such as icebreakers, team building, experimental problem solving, group discussions, and personal reflection, the participants are introduced to practical leadership topics and issues. The trip is sponsored by the Rotary, and around 80 teenagers from all around Alaska will participate. And it is free, so don't forget to sign up next year.
In other news, the art club has just returned from Art Fest, and we sent one of our reporters to find out more about the JDHS Art Club.
One of the many organizations and clubs at JDHS, Art Club offers students a unique opportunity to immerse themselves in the prolific art community of Juneau. In addition to this, Art Club provides students with opportunities to enrich their artistic abilities, such as the annual Southeast Alaska Art Fest.
Art Club is a collection of avid art students who may or may not have time for art classes in their schedule and choose to hang out in the art room, particularly on Thursdays at lunch and Thursdays after school, and discuss how we can support better art programming at JDHS.
What does Art Club do?
Art Club does many things. We raised money for a pug mill, which is back in the other room. I've used it, it's very nice. But also in the past, we've just raised money so that people didn't have to pay art fees. And we raised money to go to San Francisco to see various art things. Sometimes we just hang out and do art, and that's okay. It's really fun.
A majority of funds raised by Art Club every year go towards sending students to Art Fest. Art Fest brings high school students from all over Southeast to take part in a series of intensive, competitive art classes. The classes range from studies in acrylics to building paper machines, and this variety of classes gives students the freedom to learn something new or build on existing skill. In the 2015 to 2016 school year, Art Fest will be held in Skagway.
Art Fest is one of the main goals of Art Club. We fundraise to take ourselves to a hosting community in Region 5, which is Southeast Alaska. At Art Fest, we take 2 classes. You take 15 hours of each class over the course of 3.5 days, so that's 10 hours a day in class. And you learn how to make something, and then there's a big competitive art show afterwards. It's kind of like a basketball tournament, only it's visual art.
Art Club is an excellent experience, and above all else, it is a fun activity for artistic students.
Today is the Day of Silence here at JDHS.
And for that reason, for the rest of the episode, I won't talk.
If only, Jacob, if only.
Yes, I'm sure you wish, but the world will never go without my beautiful voice.
I'm sure. But what is Day of Silence, some of you may ask? Well, we here at JDTV News have an interview, so you can find out more.
It's basically an awareness campaign of the impact of bullying and harassment to the LGBT community. The common thing to do is for that day you don't speak and you choose not to participate, to reflect and to show what happens when someone's being bullied or harassed.
There's a table in the Commons today supplying ribbons, duct tape, and whiteboards for people interested in participating.
Well, we know I won't be participating.
Surprise, surprise. Let's move on to our sports hosts. Seth, take it away.
Thanks, Hunter. This week was a quiet week for the JDHS sports teams, with games from only the JDHS boys and girls soccer teams. Let's take a look. Last Wednesday, the boys varsity soccer team played Issaquah, unfortunately losing with a score of 0-3. On Thursday, the boys soccer team played again, this time winning with a score of 2-1 over Eastlake. JV boys soccer also played on Thursday, destroying Sitka's JV team with a final score of 7-1. And on Friday, the boys varsity soccer team played Bothell High School, winning 3-2. The girls soccer team played their first games of the year against TMHS, varsity winning with a score of 4-1. Also, the JV girls soccer team played Thunder Mountain, winning with a score of 6-2. Well, that's all I've got for sports this week. Back to the hosts.
I couldn't have said that sporty stuff better, Seth. Now for your weekly fortune telling.
He means it's time for the calendar. Music Fest will still be in Ketchikan today and tomorrow.
Monday and Tuesday, boys baseball will play Petersburg here in Juneau at Adair Kennedy starting at 6 p.m.
And on Thursday, the boys baseball team will be in Sitka for a tournament.
Lastly, next Friday, baseball and softball will be in Sitka, boys soccer and track and field will be in Ketchikan, and girls soccer will be playing here at Adair Kennedy with junior varsity starting at 5 o'clock and varsity starting at 6:45.
Next up, we have our weekly weather segment, where Steven tells us all about how, you guessed it, it's gonna rain.
Hey Steven, how's the weather looking out there? I don't know about our viewers, but I sure am ready for a break from all this rain.
I sure am too, but I'm not sure that's going to be the case this weekend. After a wet and rainy week, I'm sure we're all ready for a change, but that may not be the case. First up, today, we can expect rain showers with lows around 39 degrees and highs around 47. Tomorrow, we'll have rain showers for most of the day, but we can expect a cloudy night. There will be lows around 41 degrees and highs around 49. Finally, for Sunday, there will be rain showers, lows around 41 degrees, and highs are around 48 degrees. Well, that's all I have from out here for you guys. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Steven.
Back in first semester, all of us here in video production class had to come up with an idea for a video, and some of us had more trouble than others.
Do we really have to show this?
Are you kidding me? I've been waiting all show for this.
Well, that's all the time we have for this week's show. Be sure to check out our website at jdhsvideo.org.
Also, if you're on Twitter, be sure to follow us at JDHS Video.
See you next week.
See ya.